Oke, Jazz The Talks kembali lagi barengan sama Reza Al-Kadri di sini, where we're gonna meet the OG. Sekarang kita lagi ada di prime time, ditemenin barengan sama the owner, mana the owner?
Adika.
Apa kabar? Salaman dulu, biar nggak ukak. How's good, man?
I'm good.
Jadi kita di sini pengen ngobrol-ngobrol dan pengen mengenal seputar seorang Dika yang dibilang seorang OG.
Not really.
Do you consider yourself an OG?
No.
But is it okay if everyone calls you an OG?
No. I'm not an OG. Karena ya gue bukan aja karena gue mulai dengan tahun ya gue masih muda juga.
Oke.
Like age that like I don't know, like menurut gue yang OG tuh yang masih di era yang Michael Jordan.
Oke.
90s itu early 2000 lah, you're an OG.
Jadi kalau lo bisa mendeskripsikan diri lo berarti between the OG phase and
yeah, gue I'm just like gue bukan OG, gue bukan New Kids, gue cuma enthusiast ya. Enthusiast dari awal.
Sekarang kita di sini lo di prime time, it's your store, it's a thrift store.
Iya.
Dan vintage boutique. Oke. Kita lihat di sini banyak banget juga you got a lot of sneakers to sell.
Yeah, mostly vintage collection. Probably the best.
Iya.
Hard to say, but probably the best in Indonesia.
Oke, kita pengen nanya dulu, kenapa thrifting, man? Kenapa vintage boutique, man?
Jadi gini, kayak pertama-tamanya I started liking. Jadi kayak in the beginning I like hip hop, right? So based on what they like, apa ya, yang mereka pakai gitu, yang mereka express tuh itu yang
ada di video klipnya mereka pakai baju gimana, mereka manggung pakai sneakers apa?
Ya, gue dulu pakai ya Sean John, Fat Farm, LRG, Mark Echo, bla 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 gitu lah.
Eranya Def Jam,
era Def Jam, eranya
P Diddy
kan gua zaman dulu pengen beli vape tuh gak mampu.
Oke.
Eranya Digo gitu kan. Gua gak pernah mampu.
Oke. Terus akhirnya dari kesukaan itu
sana gua tiba-tiba I can afford Supreme dan gua pakai Supreme pertama-tama 2010.
Apa yang pertama lo beli waktu itu?
Supreme. It was a Supreme NYCT, ya Knicks gitu tau? Supreme kayak New York Knicks gitu. That's my first tee.
Oke, itu lo dapetnya gimana?
Dibeliin.
Dibeliin.
Jujur aja ya, gue dibeliin ya udah.
So it started as a gift, dan akhirnya lo suka, dan akhirnya lama-lama lo langsung koleksi tambah banyak.
Karena gue dulu sempet skate.
Oke.
Gue sempet skate dulu, seperti dan era itu gue pindah transisi pakaian. Gue pakai Shake Judd, gue pakai Baker, gue pakai Enjoy. Gue kan sih dulu Shake Judd, Baker, Death Wish. Dan then Supreme juga gue mulai pakai. Habis itu ganti lagi eranya.
Nah abis itu eranya apa lagi?
Sekarang ya bagus tuh ya, gue I stick that and now vintage clothing.
Terus akhirnya lo kan awalnya mulai dari suka, beli, ngoleksi, banyak ngumpul.
Jujur aja gue vintage clothing, I'm not OG, gue newcomer. Gue newcomer, gue suka demen vintage tahun 2016 awal. Dan gue sih I'm not gonna slide. Gue suka gara-gara gue liat Fear of God kan. Liat Fear of God, suka kayak gue liat ini keren juga sih. Jadi gue mulai pertama ya kan.
Mulai nyari tahu.
I learn today. Akhirnya ya abis itu ya gue I learn more ya gue jadi demen. It's timeless. It's cool. Like you never know what you're gonna get.
So when we talk about vintage as well, di sini kita lihat banyak banget t-shirt yang terinspirasi dari musik nih. Kita punya Kurt Cobain, Eric Clapton, Mariah Carey, some Metallica. I saw some of the Kanye West.
Ada also Coolio, Phil Collins, you know, Aerosmith, Grateful Dead. We have a lot actually.
Jadi bisa dibilang lo juga into music a lot.
I am.
Terus relasinya gimana nih antara kayak sneakers, thrifting, and also the music industry?
So everything's based on hip hop for me, right? But then again, there's like really like, as soon as I grew up, my older homies in high school, they were like, they're all DJs. So they're like, I grew up to like tech house, to like Liquid, like Minimal or whatever, whatnot, back in that era. So like we find some really cool teas. Like last time I found a Stussy tea that I thrifted, and one of my older homies came to visit, and he was like, "Yo, this is a strictly rhythm mock-up," and I'm like, "What's that?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a very urban, like not urban, sorry, it's a very old school record studio for like deep house, you know, back in the 90s and all that." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So there's a relation, you know. There's like relation to hip hop, there's relation to rock, punk. Everything is correlates into one.
Okay. Tapi lu grew up listening to what?
Hip hop and mostly tech house.
Okay, what's your favorite, man?
Huh?
What's your favorite?
Favorite what?
Rapper, musician.
I can't say.
Banyak ya?
Banyak.
Okay.
But like rap group wise, Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang.
For sure. Like Wu-Tang Clan, Bone Thugs and Harmony, up to par.
Okay. Terus habis itu siapa lagi?
Well, of course, I like the older rappers in the 90s, but like my favorite rappers are probably like the old Kendrick.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar from like 2000 and
Section 80.
No. Over dedicated.
Okay. ADHD.
Not older again.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar, probably I think the old Logic.
Okay, the old Logic. Before he's famous.
No offense to him, but I don't really like his music now.
Okay.
But I used to be one of his biggest fans.
Okay.
Also, I like Absol.
Absol.
I like Mac Miller for sure. Like he makes music always good.
Ngomongin soal rapper juga pasti mereka semua pakai sneakers, mereka semua pakai clothing yang keren-keren gitu ya. Dan itu juga salah satunya yang ngebuat lo suka sama these communities, yeah.
For sure, I grew up with hip hop.
Okay.
Like the hits that's my hip hop taught me a lot of things that got me through junior high school, got me through high school, got me through college, got me through everything. You know?
Okay. So do you still remember the first pair you bought?
I bought?
Yeah.
UNC Jordan 1 2003.
Okay, itu ceritanya gimana, man?
So I watched the music video for 36 Mafia or Terror Squad or what, I forgot. Right. And I was like, damn, what are they wearing? It's so cool, you know? Like I was wearing Reeboks at that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, those Nikes are sick, you know, 2006 I think or 7.
Okay.
So I played Def Jam.
Yeah.
Berantem
di PS ya?
Def Jam, Fight for Vendetta.
Yeah.
You can choose the shoes.
Yep.
But you know.
You can choose a lot of brands though as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like Sean John, LRG, South Pole.
Yeah. That jeans, you know.
Yeah. Jadi gue kayak wow, I need to have one of these shoes.
Okay. Gak cuma di PS doang ya, lo pengen punya aslinya ya.
Iya.
Okay.
And so I got it.
Terus back in the day, gimana cara lo ngedapetinnya, man? Sekarang kan gampang gitu. Instagram.
I was in Bali. I lived in Bali. We had no other sources, but then I went to Singapore, and then I went to this place called Warp Store.
Okay.
In Far East Plaza, zaman dulu.
Yeah, Far East Plaza.
And one of the owners actually taught me a lot about what I know today. Ngomong sama ownernya, cewek ya, istrinya, and she taught me a lot. I forgot her name now. And she taught me a lot about shoes.
Apa yang paling lo ingat dari pelajaran ketika lo
What the dunk.
Okay.
What the dunk there was like. I was like, why is it so expensive?
Okay.
And then I don't know, it was Freddy Krueger, so I was like, why is it so expensive? You know, she was telling me a lot, everything and all that. Terus, it was really cool.
Kalau sekarang ada orang datang ke toko lo gitu ya, terus kayak nanya hal yang sama, nih kenapa sneakers sih harganya mahal-mahal?
Ya gue jelasin.
Okay. Jadi
it's supply and demand as well, you know. And it's like, honestly, why everything's expensive? Because like, it's how much you're willing to pay for it.
Okay.
Right? It's not based on market price. It's like, if people already pay that much, that's how much it costs.
Okay. Ya, gara-gara juga ada nilai sentimentalnya juga gitu ya.
Yeah.
Nah, ngomong-ngomong soal nilai sentimental juga, kita juga di sini bakal ngeliat beberapa koleksi yang lo bawa.
Yeah.
I know it's not all of it, but you bring some of the stuff.
Some of my not really OG, but some of my favorite pairs that I have, and all beat up too.
Okay, langsung kita bakal lihat. Ini dia koleksi dari seorang Dikals. Check it out. Alright, sekarang saatnya nih kita kenalan sama your personal collection.
Yeah.
Ada apa aja nih yang boleh dikasih tau sama teman-teman yang lagi nonton sekarang?
So today, gue bawa some of my favorite.
Just a few.
Just a few. Some of my favorite
So,
beaters as
right.
well. Like I think these are super like rails, but they also like they look good beat up.
Okay, so before we get into this, the question is how much pair you got right now?
5 pairs. Well, 6 for one.
Okay.
Well, I'll show that later.
Di rumah?
A few hundred.
Few hundred. Okay. Kita mulai dari mana lo nih kenalannya?
So ini Nike Dunk SB Low, Reese Forbes. One of the first original Nike SB.
Okay.
Yang pertama.
Okay.
Di tahun 2002. This is Reese Forbes signature shoe zaman dulu. And gue bawa ini karena menurut gue this is one of the top 3 best SD ever.
Okay.
Period.
Materialnya jeans.
Yeah, they look good beat up, they look good worn. And I got this I think 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Because it's very
hard to find.
Very hard to find.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. Okay, so
and in my size.
Okay, ini masih sering dipakai juga berarti. Okay, next one.
Next one, ini.
Alright.
This is a very special shoe to me because my favorite silhouette these days is probably Air Force One.
Air Force One. Okay.
But I wear a lot of dumps. So we have it today is a hybrid sample.
Okay.
So ini Nike SB hybrid Air Force One sample.
Karena sole-nya Air Force One.
Sole Air Force One dan kalau dilihat dekat shape-nya juga Air Force One.
Yep.
Bukan shape Nike SB.
Tapi ini SB.
Ini SB juga. Wah, ini dibikin sama Nike Innovation Kitchen.
Oke.
Dia rumor set 6 pair.
Oke.
Buat
di seluruh dunia cuma ada 6 pair.
Ya. Buat
juga one of it.
Ya.
Oke.
Buat Nike SB Rider.
Ini lu dapetnya dari mana kok bisa?
Collector.
Oke. Jadi you know a guy.
I know a guy that owns it.
Okay.
And I offered him money.
Okay.
A good amount.
Good deal.
A good deal.
You got a good deal out of it.
Pretty good deal. And he's accepted it.
Tahun berapa ini lu dapetnya?
2016. The best part of collecting is like having shoes that you actually wanted when you were a kid.
Yeah,
that's the most fun part about collecting.
Nice man. Next one, we got this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of my favorite Air Force One. Top 3.
Okay.
Definitely, again, top 3.
Okay.
Because my favorite color is blue.
Okay.
And I like how the leather just looks super good on this. The shape's good and like just the details. The lacing is so in depth. The fat lace, I love fat laces. And like, it's good in general.
Ini yang dapetnya di mana nih ceritanya?
A collector as well.
Okay. Jalan soalnya.
It's undefeated logo.
Okay, yeah.
La Brea, LA, it's really cool. Entourage Air Force One, it's really bikin 100.
Dan
You got it? Yes.
Terus abisnya apa lagi nih?
Oke, ini gue bawa ini 2 karena gue bukan punya originalnya.
Oke.
I don't have the original Jordan ones or the Snap 4.
Okay.
But gue bawa ini karena this is the best retro.
Brand? Lo suka brand juga ya?
Suka.
Tapi masalahnya bukan di sininya, tapi di
band.
Di bandnya.
Tapi kenapa ini retro favorit gue?
Kenapa?
Karena ini just the shape, actually not the shape. The leather quality is really good on this, and also I don't like the mid top though. It's mid top. It's not high top.
Not high top.
It's a mid cut. I don't like that. But other than that, it's just super underrated.
Lo juga cerita katanya ini salah satu yang lo sering pakai gitu ya?
Ya, tapi di tahun 2016 gue pakai ini tiap hari.
Setiap hari?
Pertama kali gue dapet Maret 2016, gue pakai ini tiap hari.
Setahun?
Sampai 2012 akhir.
Jadi hampir setahun dipakai setiap hari terus ya?
Oke. Next one. This is the best Jordan one ever. Excluding Chicago 94 sama OG original 85 semua. Menurut gue ini the best Jordan 1. Gue suka biru.
Oke.
Biru is my favorite color.
Bisa lo lihat ada
blue.
Misalnya brand doang ya, basically banyak yang biru.
Ya, yang menurut gue apa yang Hiroshi lakukan tuh sangat unik karena setiap kali dia bikin kolaborasi, dia coba bikin smallest detail yang different tapi benar-benar beda.
Benar. Dan kayaknya nggak terlalu merubah shape awal.
Ya, karena tahun 2012 Jordan 1 kan nggak banyak. SD apa sih? SD belum keluar. Paling pada red, royal blue, black toe. Terus dia bikin apa yang lo bisa ngelakuin sama Jordan 1. Bikin lah
kayak gini.
Sekarang beda ya, sekarang udah ada warna hijau, warna kuning, warna ini, warna itu. But around that time, you just unique lah, special about this one, and I was like that.
Talking about collaboration as well, man. Karena kita lihat juga di sini makin banyak ya. Tahu beberapa tahun terakhir ini, we know Travis Scott,
for sure,
got that reverse swoosh.
Yeah.
Terus juga banyak musisi-musisi lain yang udah makin sering kolaborasi berhubungan sama sneakers.
Yeah.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing, or is it a fresh air for the sneaker?
I don't know. Collaboration seems to be thrown off so easily these days.
Okay.
Like it's just like
gampang itu ya.
Yeah.
As long as you're famous, you get.
It's not really creative anymore. It's just like clap.
Okay.
And you just create something. But some of them are really cool.
Okay.
I gotta admit.
Okay.
But some of them are just really whack. Wishy Dragon.
Okay. Yang Peace Minus One. Ya? Lo nggak suka? Kenapa, man?
Ugly. It's just ugly in general, bro. Like, he likes it.
Okay. Tapi itu kan shape-nya Air Force One, man.
It doesn't matter. It's ugly.
Okay.
Like, it's a cool concept, sure. But in general, like, what the fuck? It's so dirty.
Okay.
One, like, it's not clean anymore, you know? New shoes supposed to look clean.
Oh, okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay. Tapi the best one so far?
Oh, I'm a flop.
Okay. Kenapa?
Air Force One flop.
Kenapa?
Cause bro, like, it's just
Bro, like
the cloud factor, the black silk one. I like black shoes a lot.
Okay.
Gum bottoms. Can't go wrong with gum bottoms.
Okay.
And the unitary is like black and red on the inner. Itu keren banget sih.
Jadi, you think it's one of the best collaborations?
Best shoe of the year last year.
Best shoe of the year. Alright. Nah, kita udah ngelihat di sini ada beberapa sneakers yang lo kasih ke kita, udah lo kenalin di sini.
Ya,
ada lagi satu lagi yang special.
Ini
Alright.
buat orang Indonesia, ini sih keren banget ya menurut gua. Something super yang orang nggak ada yang tahu, nggak ada artikel sama sekali, nggak ada there's no information about this. So ini Nike Blazer batik parang rusak. Ini dibikin sama PT Nike.
Ini untuk apa sih sebenarnya, maksudnya kenapa bisa batik gitu?
Anniversary-nya 25 tahun factory-nya Nike di Indonesia.
Oke.
Nike yang bikin ini
khusus untuk pegawainya gitu-gitu ya?
Eksekutifnya
mereka?
Ya, coba dibikin ya 25 pasang kalau nggak salah ya.
Oke.
More or less.
Oke, tapi kenapa pertanyaan lo bisa dapat?
Karena gue
lo kerja di Nike lo?
Jadi ada orang yang punya.
Oke.
Ada orang yang punya, gue tawar.
Oke.
Ya ngomong beberapa bulan akan dilepas juga.
Tapi ini bukan size lo ya sebenarnya?
Nggak, saya setuju, saya cewek.
Tapi lo harus punya karena
I'm Indonesian.
Oke.
And this is something cool concept.
Oke.
Just like kalau swooshnya itu benar-benar kayak nggak ada, cuma benar-benar kayak itu nggak lasering atau nggak embroider kayak bukan kedicat itu loh.
Iya.
Batik pak, katanya batik parang.
Katanya batik ya?
Dia batik, terus itu dia batik. Something like really cool.
And it's not for sale. Oke, yang ini nggak dijual, tapi kita bakal keliling-keliling toko karena kita bakal lihat barang-barang yang dijual di prime time. You got a lot of stuff to sell, so take a look around. See what we got. Sekarang kita bakal lihat beberapa koleksi dari prime time yang bisa dibeli sama orang ya kalau bisa datang sini ya. Ini they got a lot of vintage shirts. T-shirts right here. Langsung kita cek ada beberapa aja nih.
Jadi salah satu dari Iconic ya. Dia baju Unlimited tahun 2002, one of the first collection.
Oke.
Masih tagnya masih yang tag jadul. 400.000 bisa dibeli.
Ini jangan-jangan abis ini langsung nggak ada yang beli. Oke. Abis itu ada apa lagi nih?
Baju original Live 8 ya. Live 8 concert. Yang orang tahu dari film Bohemian Rhapsody ya, yang Freddie Mercury main di bagian akhirnya.
Yang dia pakai kutang putih.
Iya, jadi original bajunya.
Oke.
Dengan tahun 85. This is the only merch bisa dibeli dengan harga 2,9.
2,9 juta. Ada apa lagi nih?
Ini satu iconic juga. Ini one of the first ever Stussy collection.
One of the first ever
Stussy collection. Masih Sean Stussy yang bikin. Tag pasti tag early 80s.
Oke.
Kerahnya juga the iconic apa namanya gue lupa namanya. Gue lupa namanya apa pokoknya. It's I think it's very iconic. This is expensive though. 1,5.
Let me check. 1,5 juta.
1,5 juta.
Alright.
Susi mahal deh ya. Tapi ya it's 80s man. 95. The liquid blue tag. This the graphic keren banget sih.
Yoi.
It's also, everybody loves Eric Clapton, right? This is the original Eric Clapton Japan tour tee with Eric Clapton tag.
Look at the back.
With the back print.
Right, yeah.
This is pretty cheap. 700,000 for the original Eric Clapton.
Prime time, man. Go check it out.
So, this is one of our biggest grails. I think it's
a grail.
It's a grail in vintage t-shirts. This is Nirvana Come As You Are promotional tee when the song first came out. This is a 1992 with a giant tag, which is like one of the best tags for for band tees. What's iconic with this tee is that Kurt Cobain was still alive.
Seketika ini dirilis, albumnya dirilis, the promotional t-shirt. Nih masih hidup ya si.
Jadi kan Nevermind masih baru keluar. And Come As You Are juga one of his hit songs ya. Jadi ini agak emang.
Walaupun kita lihat nih kerahnya udah gini, justru keren ya. The vintage vibes
ya.
How much you?
This is market price nih di Amerika $400. basic kita bisa jual dengan harga
4,5 juta.
Cheaper than Bear.
Ada yang mau? Silakan datang ke Prime Time ya.
It is Michael Jordan's restaurant for the 90s in Chicago, the back.
Tapi ternyata it's Michael Jordan's restaurant, man.
Yeah.
One more, we got one more?
Our favorite is the Death Star. Look at that. Graphic itself is nice, small, the stars and the small detailings.
Oke, di sini bisa lihat sendiri ada di Prime Time. You can check it out dan emang semuanya juga diatur, disortir berdasarkan karakternya gitu ya.
Definitely. Ini jadi bagian sini kita ada band tees, ini Nike, itu sport, ini movies, itu cartoon and art, itu Stussy, Babe Supreme, jacket, fandom.
Alright.
And over here is the beer.
Nah, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna take a look. What do we have right here? What do you have in store?
Okay.
And kira-kira mana yang bisa lo kasih tahu ke kita piece of history about this Prime Time? Alright, kalau di sini apa nih yang bisa dikasih lihat buat orang-orang yang lagi nonton nih?
So this section ini,
The Grail?
one of our grails,
Yeah.
like the more rare pair
Okay.
from the store.
Yep.
Something very iconic. We got this
Yeah.
an Air Force One Rasheed Wallace PE.
Alright.
Jadi ini nggak pernah dirilis. Dia cuma dibikin,
Yeah.
cuma dibikin 10 pasang loh. And in variable sizes, but something like really cool. The color is crazy, in my opinion. Wow. Then the shape is like what gets me, you know.
Yeah.
Compared to the release pair, you can't beat that.
Wow. 14,999,000. Check it out.
This is the Nike Dunk LeBron Akron, Ohio.
Yep.
Friends and the state, Ohio. Friends and family. But this is the remastered edition. So originally it was made in 2003. Two different versions. This is the third version.
Right.
The remastered in 2007.
Wow.
100 pairs.
Wow. Only 100 pairs.
Yeah. Friends and family.
Alright. 20 juta.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. So you're planning to sell this?
No.
No?
Not anymore.
No, not anymore.
We're gonna take away like what's I think is honorable.
Yeah.
Take away all our Kobe products.
Oke. Sebelumnya lo emang jual beberapa Kobe shirts, stuff like
all
that.
Kobe stuff. We're taking it away.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
2005 Kobe 1 X Stash, the graffiti artist.
Okay.
So this old logo, the North Recon brand. And so he made 24 pairs.
Okay.
That was a raffle.
Okay.
Because of a jacket too.
Okay.
It was
The writings in it.
yeah.
First champions.
Yeah, that's his Kobe's.
Okay. Ininya ya, juara-juaranya ya.
All his title and all that.
So you're planning to sell this at 25 million rupiah?
Yeah.
Not anymore. It's not for sale.
Not for sale.
Paying homage to the
greatest.
To the GOAT.
This is a very iconic shoe because when it was first released, the line was crazy. That this was the shoe that caused that last decade's sneaker frenzy.
Okay.
People say the pigeon, but that's 2005.
Yeah.
But in the 20s, the 10s, ini dia satunya yang bikin
orang raya dan segala macam gitu.
This is a shoe.
Yeah. Wow. Size-nya size 10. Dan dijual dengan harga 14 juta rupiah. Wow. Okay.
Well, this is a Supreme Present Family tee.
Yeah. For Christmas, eh?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Very vulgar back in the days.
Yep.
Having holidays from Supreme.
Masih lengkap ada tagnya?
No, it's worn.
Oh, it's worn?
It's worn. This is a very, very rare tee.
Wow.
So this is the original Kanye West merch from Touch the Sky Tour.
Yep.
And it's a collab with Clot, Edison Chen. Shout out to Edison Chen. And Frank designed Charlie Hiroshi with the Kanye bear. That's stock with the original packaging. That's the one. Try and find this. Try and find.
So how much you're planning to sell this, man?
4.5 million.
4.5 million for not just a t-shirt, but it's a Kanye special edition.
Definitely Clot fragment design. It's just iconic, you know.
And not only that, Kanye with the album is also iconic.
Late registration.
Yep. Touch the Sky. Okay.
So everybody's really into cause lately and all that. It's the Supreme Original Fake.
Okay.
With Kate Moss and this cause bit.
How much you planning to sell this?
7
million.
But it was an XL and it's mine.
Okay.
So some guy bought this in. I think it was really cool. Polaroid. So this was made in the SWSX Gallery back when Nigo had his exhibition.
Okay.
This was made only 160 units.
Wow.
Rumor has it that he didn't actually sell it. It was given to the family, but I can't really back that fact up.
Okay.
But very hard to come by. Babe leather.
Okay.
On the side. So what's cool about this? When you take a picture, the result will be have a babe camo patternnya.
Okay. Dan ini masih berfungsi?
Masih berfungsi. Nggak pernah dipakai sama sekali.
Wow. Di berapa jualan?
Doesn't matter lah.
Lengkap semua ya?
Lengkap semua.
Wow. Man, you can only find these. Adanya semua di Primetime.
Yeah.
So if you want to check it out, langsung datang ke sini.
There's also a lot of things, you know, like 85 baseball jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
85 the original Dirt 4 flight jacket from 89. 2003 Supreme SB Dunk Stars hoodie that no one really knows about. Got a lot of SB collection. So anything like obscure and like different, you got it, you know.
Wow, man. So you got a lot of stuff here. Obviously banyak orang datang ke sini, pengen ngobrol, pengen nanya-nanya, dan mungkin tell me something, man. Any message to the people watching right now? Buat orang-orang yang mungkin gimana ya? Kalau kita bilang ini kan sebuah hal yang disukai sama orang.
Have fun, man.
It's about a community as well.
Community.
So any messages, man?
Have fun, bro.
Have fun.
Just have fun, and just enjoy it. You know, like it's for everybody. It's not something positive. You know, don't make it to a negative thing.
All right.
Just like everybody should like enjoy what they have, and like also like. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, it's expensive. That is a hobby.
Definitely expensive hobby, but like, if you just go with the flow.
Yeah. And special message to JSD.
Hopefully you guys will be good this year.
Yeah.
I'll probably will see you guys at the.
For sure.
Definitely.
You know the guest list, right?
Hopefully.
Oke, itu dia obrolan gue barengan sama seseorang yang udah kita ajak ngobrol dari tadi, Dika dari Random. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Itu dia JSD Talk, Beat the OG with the man himself. Thank you very much.
Thanks, brother.
Good luck with everything.
Appreciate it.